You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Oh, ready? Swap. Another swap.
On play action, here's Stroud. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is second down.
Oh, ready? 18. What's that?
Stroud off of play action. And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense... They were all over it.
Break the huddle. It's second down now.
Knock down. Ready.
Back to throw now. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He's brought down before the return gets far. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skips down inside the 35-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on first. He's out in the clear. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Hey, we both know this pace can't continue, but they got to enjoy it as they can. And that football shouldn't go to anybody else until that defense proves they can stop them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Buying some time right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
The give here on 2nd. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
It's maybe one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Saints into the dime for this 3rd down.
Over. Under. 18. What's that?
Back to the well again. There's one that's about 4, but he's still well shy of that marker. It's 4th down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. There was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
Okay,
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Hey, top low 18.
Now a give running right. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early advantage for the Texans. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this.
Ready.
We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got 2nd and 7 to start.
76. Hey, check that. Street. Mustang 19. Come 19. Go.
Looking now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Top 60. Let me go. 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick.
Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
All right. 18. What's that? Hey!
Rolling back, it's the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
On the quick.
Back to throw. Stroud. Short pass brought in. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
The handoff on 3rd and short. He's the tackle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing is Stroud. After big yards on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They go play action with Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
They'll run now on 2nd down. He's foray up the middle. That's about 3. Derek Forrest able to make the stop.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. We've got a screen to the running back. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. Texans in front here at NRG. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Reaches the 30. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints tie it in the final minute of the half. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. He connects on the extra point try. And they'll take the lead.
14, Texans 13.
Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10.
Hey, south. Hey.
Here's the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Back-to-back carries here. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. The Saints calling for a timeout. It's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On and quick, and they bring it down. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Tommy Townsend on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Okay,
First down now, ball at the 33.
70. Panther, get it. Viking 8. Ready.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line.
2. Panther 6, Dragon 60. Ready.
Back to throw. He beams one deep right side. That's complete inside the 35. The Saints call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready.
So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
70 Rangers. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Rig alert.
Man in motion here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Offense in the hurry up here.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
10 at the 16-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes second and 2. Escapes the pocket. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from 35 yards away. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off the points. They did just that.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback. One last play before the break.
Here we go. 18. What's that? Under. Good.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground and start this one off. Somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
We are watching the showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you it's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Let's go. 70, Timberwolves.
Now give left side. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action. Headed out right. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead right away in half number 2. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Saints take a 4-point lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready? Nike Texas. Left to the right. Left to the right.
Shotgun now, first round. Roll right side, Dale has it. This gets forward to around the 29. Dax Hill up for the stop.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Finds a seam down the middle. We will get this inside the 30.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. The QB just nailed it.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Stroud off the play fake. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans grab the lead on their first series of the half.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans push their lead to 3.
Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the long back on the handoff. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
They give it to him again. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
70 race. 60.
I'll throw it. Completed left side to Samuel. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop 1.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here we go, here we go. 19, 70 Lions.
Throwing now off the play action. Finds his fullback. It's inside the 10. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Dumped off to his running back. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Ready? 65 catch. Cowboy 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
They are throwing it again. Texans closing in, and they get to him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Here it's 19 Lions. Buffalo 80. Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Fielded at the 7. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Hey, what's up? 18. Watch out. Hey. 19 Texas. Hey.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Across the 45 and still going. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a lead just before the end of the 3rd.
Hey, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Saints, 27. Naomi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Hold the ready.
This, our last play of the quarter.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. 2. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Rig.
Tight end going in motion here.
79 Broncos.
On 1st down, they'll run. He cuts it back right. Inside the 30. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Setting up the screen. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Here we go.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He's going to bring this down to their 35. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
easily add the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
All set to go now from the 35.
All right.
They'll run here on first down. And this one's going the long way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
He's got it on the bootleg. Across the 20, continuing to work. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
All right. That's to the right. That's to the right. 118. What's that? Get 6. Set.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group and he is feeling it, we're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is second and 4.
Here we go.
Stroud completes it quick. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a fourth-quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. Maybe on the comeback trail right now, if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Let's go now. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. That's good for a Saints first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Come on, come on. Hey, Nike, let's go.
To throw here on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Give now to the running back. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
The give here on second. He will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints now trailed by just a point in the fourth. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
18, what's up? Hey, south.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans pushing to get within range for a game winner. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Back to the well again. Shoots away from one. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Saints 41. Amy Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff now out of the gun. They're backed up. Not the stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Pick up of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
19 Wyatt. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down.
Bronco leading. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
Desperation time here. It could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And the Texans make the play that should win them this game.
As an offense, you never want to play this game in a state of desperation. That's what so much of that felt like. Forcing you to go for it, forcing you to pass. I think forcing the quarterback to get rid of it and take a chance, that was just less than ideal all the way around.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Hand off to the back. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock. It might see them burn a timeout. The Saints calling for a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
18. What's that? Under.
back-to-back carries here. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
What's what? 18. Speed left, speed left.
Another carry for it. Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be fourth and very long. The Saints call their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the punt team gets to this one at the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10.
Cowboy 80, Warrior 70. Ready.
Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this gain almost goes all the way for that first down. He gets it up to the 26. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set to throw. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. And now they're left with fourth and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
79 Broncos.
Desperation time here on fourth. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Already.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Line up the design keeper. So it's a win for the Texans. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA